Hello, and welcome to our channel. In this video, there is an English listening practice for the A2 level. If you do not want to practice at the A2 level, you can watch our other videos on the channel. Now, let's listen to Daniel's story.
Hi everyone, and thanks for joining me today. It's Daniel again. The last time we talked, I told you about my trip to Madrid, the sunny city full of friendly people, late dinners, and music in the streets. I really enjoyed sharing those memories with you. So today, I want to tell you about another trip of mine to the beautiful and magical city of Paris in France. I loved that place too, and I have so many things to tell you about it. When I arrived in Paris, I could feel something different in the air. Maybe it was the smell of fresh bread, or coffee, or perfume, or maybe just the feeling that I was in one of the most romantic cities in the world. Everything around me looked charming and full of life. The streets were busy, people were talking, laughing, moving everywhere. But unlike London, where everyone walks fast and looks serious, people in Paris seem to enjoy every little moment. I remember stepping out of the station with my small suitcase, looking around and thinking, wow, this city is alive. I took a deep breath and smelled croissants baking somewhere nearby. The sound of car horns, music from a cafe, people speaking French, it all mixed together in a way that felt beautiful. I decided to walk to my hotel instead of taking a taxi, just to see more of the city. On my way, I passed small bakeries, flower shops, and cafes with little tables outside. The people sitting there looked so relaxed. They were drinking tiny cups of coffee, reading newspapers, or just watching others walk by. I thought to myself, in London this would never happen. We'd all be on our phones. At one cafe, I stopped and ordered in my best French. Un café, s'il vous plaît. The waiter didn't smile much, very professional, very French, but he brought me the strongest coffee I've ever had and the most perfect croissant in the world. I took one bite and I just smiled. It was warm, soft, buttery. It felt like Paris was saying, "Welcome, Daniel." After breakfast, I started exploring. I walked to Montmartre, the part of Paris with artists, painters, and narrow streets that go up and down. The buildings were old but beautiful white walls, small balconies with flowers, and little shops selling paintings and souvenirs. A man was playing the accordion on the corner. I stopped for a moment and listened. The sound made me feel like I was inside a French movie. Later, I visited the Louvre Museum. I had always dreamed of seeing the Mona Lisa. When I finally stood in front of her, I was surprised she was smaller than I expected. But her smile was mysterious. It felt like she was looking straight into my thoughts. I stayed there for a while, just watching. Around me, people were taking photos, but I didn't want to move. I wanted to remember the feeling. After the museum, I walked along the River Seine. There were street artists, booksellers, and people dancing. Some couples were sitting by the water, holding hands, drinking wine, and talking softly. Everything looked like a painting. In London, the river is big and grey. Here, it was shining in the evening light. I sat down for a while, and a musician started playing jazz nearby. It was perfect. That night, I went to a small restaurant in the Latin Quarter. The waiter suggested red wine and onion soup, so I said yes, of course. The restaurant was cozy, with candles on the tables and music playing softly in the background. The food was amazing. Every bite tasted like someone cooked it with love and patience. I thought about my usual dinner in London, a sandwich or some takeaway noodles, and I laughed. Here, food is not just food. It's part of the culture. It's something people enjoy together. The next day, I visited a perfume shop. The woman there explained how every perfume has a personality. She gave me one to try, and she said, "This one smells like summer evenings." She was right, it smelled beautiful. A little like flowers and sunlight. Paris really is a city of smells: bread, wine, perfume, coffee. Even the air feels elegant. In the afternoon, I sat outside another cafe and just watched life happen. People walked slowly, talking, smiling. I noticed how much time Parisians spend enjoying the simple things: food, conversation, art, music. They don't rush. They live in the moment. In London, we often think about tomorrow, the next meeting, the next train. In Paris, people think about now, and maybe that's the secret of their happiness. In the evening, I walked to the Eiffel Tower. I waited until it was dark, and when the lights started to sparkle, everyone around me stopped and looked up. It was silent for a few seconds, thousands of people, all watching the same beautiful thing. It was magical. I felt small, but in a good way, like being part of something bigger. I sat on a bench and started writing in my notebook. I wrote, "If London is a serious man in a suit, Paris is a woman dancing barefoot under the stars." I smiled when I wrote that. It sounds poetic, I know, but that's what Paris does to you. It makes you feel poetic. Before leaving, I went back to the same cafe where I had my first coffee. The same waiter was there. This time, when I said bonjour, he smiled. Maybe he recognized me, or maybe he was just having a good day. Either way, it felt nice. When I took the train back to London, I looked out the window and thought about everything I had seen: the art, the food, the music, the people. I realized that traveling is not just about visiting places. It's about learning how other people live and how they see the world. Paris taught me to slow down, to enjoy small things, and to see beauty in everyday life. I think every traveler needs a city like Paris at least once in their life. Thanks for listening, and I hope you enjoyed this little journey with me. Until next time, who knows where I'll go next, but I promise I'll tell you all about it.
In this A2 listening practice, you followed Daniel on his trip to Paris and learned new words and expressions about travel, culture, and daily life. By listening, you also practiced understanding natural English rhythm and tone. We're developing and growing this channel based on your ideas and feedback. So please share your thoughts and suggestions in the comments below. Keep learning, keep listening, and see you in the next video.